If you're trying to lose belly fat and you haven't made any progress, here are 3 steps that are going to get you seeing progress in the next few weeks. Step 1, you need to be in a caloric deficit. You're going to calculate how much energy your body burns in a day with all the movement that you're doing, the workouts that you're doing. And from there, you're going to create your deficit so that every day, the foods you're eating less than what your body needs, which will force it to dip into your fat stores and ultimately lose body fat. Now, of course, there are little disclaimers here because everybody's different. Your body is going to need something different than what someone else's body needs. So you got to be very careful that you're getting this from a trustworthy resource. For example, most calculators out there don't take into account how much muscle mass you have on your body. And so if your height is low and your weight is low, it's going to assume that your calories can be really, really low based off of all of the stats there. So you want to make sure that you still are eating enough to support your goals. And as always, prioritize protein. So for this, you can use Google or you can use an app like MyFitnessPal, or you can even DM me on Instagram. I have an automatic calculator. If you DM me the word macros, it'll bring up the whole automation for you and you can calculate your macros there and then we can talk up. So why is this step important? Well, first off, you want to make sure that you're nourishing your body and fueling your body with enough calories to support your basic needs, moving around, etc. And you don't want to be dipping too much in a deficit because later on that's going to rebound, backfire, and that's where you can experience overindulging, low energy, and ultimately just falling off altogether. And that is where a lot of people get very discouraged. So make sure, if anything, you're doing this properly. The second step, you are going to utilize the beautiful resource we have in 2024 going into 2025, and you are going to enter into ChatGPT the following. I have calculated my macronutrients to be, and insert what you've calculated. Next, you're going to type in, I do not enjoy, and then list the foods. I am allergic to, list those foods. I would prefer to eat, if you have a style of eating that you like. I need this to be, you can insert like budget friendly, lots of variety, quick, easy meals, anything you know to have caused you to fall off in the past. Ask ChatGPT to create something specific to accommodate for that. So if you get bored easily, make sure you put variety in. And if you have any food allergies or preferences, make sure you put that in. So next, after that's in, you're going to also add in this paragraph, I need you to create me a 7-day meal plan. And then once it gives you the answer, you're going to ask it to create a grocery list. And you can go about this in so many different ways. You can literally ask it to make it follow a specific budget. You can probably ask it what deals are on at what store. Honestly, like ChatGPT AI is so helpful if you use it right. And then at the very end of it all, ask ChatGPT to create a Word document or a spreadsheet so that you can print it out. And then lastly, because none of this will work if you don't do it, you need to make sure that you are keeping yourself accountable. So how you're going to do that, you're going to go to Winners or Marshalls or check out Pinterest, and you're going to find yourself a really super duper cute planner. And this isn't a planner that you're going to put your whole life into. I mean, you can, but for simplicity, I want this to be focused on your fitness goals and specifically the habits and routines that you need to make sure you're doing every day. I don't know about you, but I'm very motivated by checklists. So you're going to create what we call 5 non-negotiables. A non-negotiable is something that you do every single day that moves you in the direction of where you want to be. So in this case, weight loss, losing belly fat, being consistent. An example of non-negotiables, I would always do drink a certain amount of water, so like 3 liters in a day, do 30 minutes of movement, whether that's cardio or getting a workout in, track my food. This is a big one because at the end of the day, and what you'll probably see me talk about a lot more, is that it doesn't matter that you're perfect with your foods. All that matters is that you're sticking to the deficit, you're eating relatively good and healthy foods, and you're hitting your protein goal. So if I'm tracking, I'm keeping myself accountable. And some days aren't perfect, and that's okay. The goal and the point here is to be consistent. A 4th example of non-negotiable would be doing my hair and makeup. For me, whenever I put myself together and I feel ready, I actually do a lot more in the day, and that makes me productive, and that in turn helps me towards my goals. I know it's a weird one, but they don't always have to be directly related to something fitness or health. And the last one, because I am an entrepreneur, I very much value personal growth and things like that, is listen to a podcast or read a book. If I'm feeding my brain with positive thoughts or ways to expand where I'm at personally, then it's just a win-win. So make sure you are going to Marshalls. You pick up that cute little agenda planner, and you're going to write down your non-negotiables in the month. And then from there, every day, you can abbreviate them because you know what they are, but you're going to check them off. You're going to be consistent. I wonder if you're guessing my theme here. It's about being consistent. If you're following a diet, if you're doing workouts, if you're drinking water, if you're getting your sleep, but you're not consistent, it's not working. So hopefully these tools help you stay more consistent and finally see the results that you're working towards and lose the belly fat. And if you do need more help or guidance, or you just want to talk through something that you're struggling with, send me a message on Instagram. I'm always happy to help. And remember, if you do need a good macro calculator, just DM me the word macros on Instagram and it'll run through a fun little automation to calculate for you based on the answers that you give. So hopefully that was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next video.